I've done lots of shoe care videos where the process can take up to half an hour and use 6 to 8 different products, and it's very involved. So today I thought I would simplify the whole process by showing you how to get a nice shine on your shoes using just one product. I've been sent this Boot Black shoe cream from a company called Arterton that I've been working with. They're in Piccadilly in London. They sent me a range of products to try. So we're going to see how we get on. But this is the only thing I'm going to be using today, other than obviously the brush, the cloth and the shoe trees. So without further ado, let's get started. Laces out, I'll just do one. Laces out, shoe trees in. And somebody asked in my last video, can I show you how to relace your shoes? Absolutely. Wait till the end. I'll show you how I lace my shoes. Anyway, so shoe tree in, and all we're going to do is, this is a Loake 1880 Cornwall model shoe. It's a Derby shoe, and it's calf leather. So calf naturally has a slightly duller finish. It's very soft leather, but naturally has quite a dull finish. And today I'm just going to use the Boot Black shoe cream to give it a nice shine all the way over, and I'll compare the two at the end. So here we go. Now you will notice the smell from that's fantastic. I love the smell of shoe cream. This particular one is very soft and you don't need very much at all. Sometimes I use just my fingers. This time I'm going to use my applicator cloth. Start from the toe of the shoe and just dabs all over, and then just work it in. If you overload your shoe with product, even shoe cream can do this. It's very common with waxes, but if you overload your shoe with product, you can encourage cracking. And the secret to getting a really good sustained shine on your shoes is multiple thin layers. The multiple thin layers will build up and will retain the shine. And this particular product, as I say, is very soft. It's argan oil based and is great for conditioning the shoes. What I'm going to do is a thin layer all over, let it dry, give it a buff, and do the same thing 3 times. You only need to wait 2 or 3 minutes between each coat, so it's not one of these ultra time intensive processes. Just wait those few minutes for the shoe cream to dry, and then we can buff and polish. Okay, that's been about 3 or 4 minutes, and I'm just using the horsehair brush to give it a buff. There is a difference between the first time you do this and subsequent times. The first time you're going to use more layers and it will be a more involved process. For maintenance on an ongoing basis, which might be every couple of weeks to every couple of months, that will tend to be, I would say, just 1 layer each time. This is for the first time you do it. This is the first time I've treated these shoes with this product, so I'm doing the full 3 layers as recommended. But going forward, it's going to be 1 coat each time. So, coat number 2, again, exactly the same process. Speed through this. So that's the second coat, and it's now got this dull finish to it. So I'm going to let that dry again, just a couple of minutes. Incidentally, people ask what I use as my polishing cloths, and these are literally the sleeve or the back panel of an old shirt. And I find it's great for polishing shoes because it's 100% cotton. It's been washed multiple times, so you don't have that shedding of lint that you often get with cotton dusters. So they're really good, they're really fine cotton, and they're great for developing a nice shine on the shoes. A lot of people will say use nylon. Nylon develops a good shine as well. Somebody told me to to steal a pair of my wife's tights. And I said it wasn't that I didn't want to steal my wife's tights. I didn't want to get caught stealing my wife's tights. That was the main issue. Right, we'll give these a polish. This product's actually very good. It's the first time I've used it. Normally I would use Sophia Medai D'Or, and it's very similar, but it's softer. It's a lot softer as a product. Has more oil, I imagine, and less wax. And it's not particularly cheap. It's at the more expensive end of the market, but you know, some pairs of shoes can be 300, 500, 700 pounds. The thing that I see all the time is people buying expensive shoes and cutting corners when it comes to the things they look after them with. If there's one change I could get shoe wearers to embrace, it would be using shoe trees. Honestly, when you take your shoes off, if you put a pair of shoe trees in straight away, pushes out the creases when they're still warm and damp from being worn all day. That's the key to it, is putting the shoe trees in when they're still freshly off your feet, so that when they cool down with that proper shape that the shoe tree gives them. And this will extend the life of your shoes incredibly. So forget the products, forget the polishing. Shoe trees will be the #1 pick in my book. And because I'm building this up in such fine layers, first thing it'll do is penetrate into the leather a lot easier, and the second thing is it won't crack. So you're getting a double bonus there. It takes a little bit more patience and a little bit more effort, but absolutely worth it. And just to give a shout out to these shoe trees, these are from Artisan as well. I think they're absolutely stunning. I'm going to link to all the products that they've sent me. I'll probably just link to their website, because all of this stuff's on their website. They've sent me wax polishes, shoe creams, and this is what they call their artist palette for more high-end work. But the shoe trees are absolutely lovely. So for the last time, I'm just going to buff and polish shoes, and then we'll relace them and give a proper before and after with the other shoe. I'm going to use my patented between the thighs method for polishing the toes. Wedge the shoe between your thighs and get a nice long polishing cloth. And then the final touch is the relacing. So I'm going to start with the hole closest to me on the right as I look at it, and then go to the hole furthest away on the opposite side. And the one on the lace on the right, that's not really going to move. So that's going to be the final length of the lace. You can adjust this later on if you need to, but then quite simply, all we're doing is over the front from left to right, pull that through, and then from underneath the second row, and then back over the top. So we're doing what we call a straight bar lacing. So the finished appearance is that you get straight bars of laces going all the way up to the top. I'll just show you what I mean by finalizing them. If you need to adjust them, you can. You can either pull from the bottom, pull from the middle, wherever you need to adjust it. So that's the before and after. Really pleased with the results. As I say, 3 thin layers and just a buff and one product. That's all I use. Now, you may have been expecting a mirror shine, and I'm going to do the mirror shine with a wax polish in the next video. So join me there and I'll see you soon.